Two of DC's greatest superheroes clash in their latest movie, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. And man, did I finish my popcorn to try to stay awake. So the concept was good, but let me start from the beginning. So the movie starts off by giving you Batman's story from the beginning. You know, when his parents died and so forth. And Superman? Nothing. Like we're supposed to know his story already. So they didn't fill in that gap. Well, there's already Mark 1. So the story continues by the government meeting with the young, weird Lex Luthor. And he's asking their permission to try to import some kryptonite that he found underneath, or not him, but somebody found some kryptonite in the ocean and he wants to import it in. Why? He wants it in case Superman gets out of hand, they have something to protect themselves with. But we all know that's not true. And the rest of the 2 hours is about Lex Luthor trying to get Batman and Superman to battle, to fight, right? And Lois Lane trying to convince everybody else that Superman's a good guy. I'm still having a hard time trying to figure out how Lex Luthor did all this, okay? So Superman and Batman meet in this movie a total of 3 times. One in the beginning at a party that Lex Luthor is throwing. The second time, Batman is trying to steal some kryptonite from Lex Luthor. And the third time was when they battled at the end. What made them fight, in my opinion? Lex Luthor kidnapped Superman's mom and forced him to fight Batman. Dude never met with someone's mom. Mommy! And here is where the big battle starts, and then ends very shortly with Superman being at the mercy of Batman. Really? A guy with a belt beat up a guy that can take a bullet to his eye and not even blink. This is just ridiculous. I mean, seriously. Okay, well, whatever. You know, I'm not even pissed. But anyway, in the end, they realize that they're homies, you know, they're okay, and they're not each other's enemy. And at the end, they end up fighting this huge guy that Lex Luthor creates out of Zod's body. And the big monster pretty much looks like El Gigante from Resident Evil 4. Hey! Miraculously, Wonder Woman shows up, and the fight is on. Wonder Woman! I'm gonna call him El Gigante from now on. El Gigante throws the first punch, and Wonder Woman and Superman go in to fight him. And Batman hides under a rock. Literally. So they have this huge fight, and I am just talking about Wonder Woman and Superman. Wonder Woman! And Superman sacrifices his own life to kill El Gigante. It's a sad part. Really, it is. Ask Justness. In the end, they bury Superman. There's actually 2 burials. One in Washington, D.C., and the other one at the farm, the Kent farm. Well, I'm guessing that Superman or Kal-El, he's in the one at the Kent farm, because at the end, I think it's Lois Lane throws some dirt on the casket, and then it starts shaking to indicate that El Supermano is still alive. And poof! The end. If you think me telling this story was long and boring, try watching the movie. Okay, so what was wrong here? 1, Superman's story was never given to us. Where did he come from? How did he grow up? How did he become Superman? How did he become the man he is today? They gave us Batman's background. You know, his parents passed away. He went to the funeral. He fell down a hole. He saw some bats. And all of a sudden, he got the great idea, I want to be Batman. But Superman, all of a sudden, he just showed up. You're going to give us one story. You got to give us both, man. 2, WB. Why couldn't you give us this guy? I liked him in Smallville. He was a great Lex. People liked him. Why'd you get that nerd? 3, I'm still having a hard time figuring out how Lex made them fight against each other. Like, what was his scheme? Because it wasn't that good. It wasn't concrete on what he did. So, I don't know.
Hi, hello, it's Lex. It is a pleasure. Ow! Wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person.
4, never mess with anybody's mom. What? 5, too much boringness in between. Dude, we want to see more Superman and Batman. You know, it was a lot of Lex and Lois Lane and the government. I don't care about them. And 6, who the frick beats up Superman? Come on! Alright, let's talk about the cast now. Henry Cavill returns as the role of Superman. I actually like this guy in this role. He has a look, he has a personality, and he has the body. Ben Affleck took the role of Batman. I'm sorry, I just don't see this guy as Batman. Every time I saw this guy as Bruce Wayne, I can't help but see the Batman from the animated series. Dude, go easy on the shoulder pads! You got Lex Luthor played by Jesse Eisenberg? Okay, I like this kid. I've watched a lot of his movies, but I cannot see him as Superman's main antagonist. He was acting more like the Joker. Maybe he was the Joker in disguise. It's genius!
You're psychotic.
It's a 3-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman!
Perfect for the role. Perfect. I don't know this actress very much, but her kick-assiness was believable. It was. I'm telling you it was. Batman was literally hiding behind her. And Lois Lane was played by Amy Adams. That's all I gotta say about that. I like her. She's a great actress. Lois Lane, we need a tougher one. Maybe Gal Gadot can do both roles. There's an idea, WB. Get it done! And the rest, who cares? So here we are, the moment y'all been waiting for, Game Rules ranking. Remember, 1 thumb is bad, and 3 thumbs is good. Like always, we'll start with awesomeness. This movie did things right, but they did a lot of things wrong. People go to watch superhero movies, to watch action, to watch the cool things these guys can do. It didn't give us much of that. It didn't work for Fantastic Four, and it didn't work this time either. I'm gonna give that 2 thumbs up for good effort. The storyline, is there such thing as too much storyline? If you introduce 2 superheroes, and you give one backstory in detail, and you leave the other one in dead space, you did something wrong there. I see what they were trying to do. They were spending too much time on how Lex Luthor manipulated these two to fight against each other. I think they spent too much time on that. Too much time. So I'm gonna give that a 2 thumbs up. And will I buy it? Okay guys, if you have a Batman or a Superman collection, then definitely go out and buy it. Definitely. If you're not a big part of their fan base, then I will wait until you can rent it on iTunes or wait for it on Netflix and then make your determination. Personally, I'm not buying it. So I'm gonna give that a 1 thumbs. So there you have it, guys. If you go to the movies and walk out of the movies to go take a piss and not care what you missed, then you know you're watching a bad movie. Or, you know, you just don't care. You know? I'm not trying to say it's not a bad movie, and I'm not trying to say it's a good movie. I'm just saying they messed up. They the big hype, and so have you watched it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Wonder Woman!